Hello, dear Aquarius. How are you? Welcome. I hope you are doing very, very well. Aquarius, let's see how your energies will be at this moment so you can use them to your advantage and see a situation from a new point of view. This reading is general. Take what resonates with you and don't dismiss the message. And it applies to all those who have their sun rising as well as their moon or Venus in the sign of Aquarius. Aquarius, you can complement your readings from your different signs to have a much more personalized horoscope. All right, let's channel a message. For the sign, we already have the 9 of Aquarius there, of Pentacles, Huaros. Let's go. For Aquarius, we have the 9 of Pentacles. We've mentioned the Star, the 7 of Swords, the Page of Wands, the Empress, the High Priestess, the 3 of Wands, the 6 of Cups, the Queen of Cups, 8 of Swords. Here we have the bottom of the deck card. All right, Aquarius. We start with the initial impression. What I'm feeling is that your reading has a lot of beauty. It has a lot of intuition. It has creativity. It has expansion, but we have a battle here. And that there is one, it's not an external battle, but it's inside your mind. So it seems to me that you're entering a stage where you have access to a much greater potential than you think. But there are still certain mental limitations there, sometimes fears, repetitive thoughts, those things we tell ourselves, right? The narratives, the same old narratives. They're things that keep you from clearly seeing everything that's available. So let's analyze the energy of the bottom of the deck card a little, shall we? Because this is actually talking to us about, yes, fears, repetitive thoughts, right? What are the things you think about over and over again? Over and over again. What are you going over in your mind? Do you feel like there's a sense of blockage, or do you have doubts about yourself? Are there any limiting beliefs right now? So, what's going on? The main obstacle isn't a lack of opportunities, because I see that you have plenty of opportunities in your reading. But rather, it's the difficulty in recognizing them, precisely because of this energy. So, I think you're kind of underestimating your abilities, or you feel like you still can't move forward, when in reality, you have many more doors open than you can imagine. The issue is, once again, the limits you set in your mind. Let's start analyzing row by row. Let's go to the first row. Okay? You start off with a very nice energy of independence, of prosperity. This is autonomy, your own autonomy, right? The achievement that has been obtained by your own merit. And I feel that this is a time when this energy is giving you personal confidence. So this is where you enter a stage to also start valuing everything that you have built. Everything you have built in your past. So this is an energy that is giving you right now material and personal growth. Very, very, very important. Okay? Okay? An energy of course, hope, of faith. It's also this connection with the future, the purpose, the vision, the inspiration. It's as if they were telling you, as if you were regaining the connection with your true essence. Precisely because this energy represents you. that energy that brings healing after complex periods, right? After difficult times that you have surely gone through. Or even it's the energy that brings you clarity after confusion, right? It's the vision after darkness. But here, I feel a warning. I feel that this energy speaks more about hidden strategies, right? About emotional reserves, things that aren't said, things that you keep to yourself, or even also thoughts that aren't expressed. Sometimes this energy could be talking about whether you're, let's see, self-sabotaging in some area of your life. If there's some self-deception, there's too much analysis, or it could also be distrust. So it seems to me that this first line is telling you that abundance and inspiration are available to you. But the problem is that I feel you still don't fully trust these opportunities that are being given to you. Okay? Let's analyze this next line, because I feel this line has a lot of power and such deep creative potential. You're at a moment here, Aquarius, of new ideas, right? Of awakening. It's like curiosity has led you to either study something new, take that initiative, try something different. There's some enthusiasm there, right? Like curiosity. What is it that has awakened your curiosity at this moment? What is that initiative you have? Because here, it's a birth, and there's something they're doing on an energy level, right? So what are they doing? It could be a project idea, it could be a creative channel, it could be a new direction in life, a vocation that has awakened, okay? Now, as your central energy, what do you have? Magnetism. Here there's creativity, here there's abundance, here there's expansion, and there's also fertility. So it seems to me that this energy you have available right now is very much related to creating content, for example. If you work on social media, for art, for everything related to entrepreneurship, creative projects, your personal development, or relationships that are very nurturing for you. There could also be an emotional connection with someone important, right? That you might feel curious, maybe, to get closer, to get to know them, a little more, right? There are also topics very much related to seduction or conquest that are coming up right now. Now, what we have here is an energy of deep understanding, where there is listening and observation. So here the energy is saying, trust more, Aquarius, in your intuition. I feel that right now you are receiving signs, hunches, messages that the universe is sending you, things that are starting to catch your attention. That's why you should follow your intuition more than logic. What are those signs telling you? They're very precise perceptions. Now, what it seems to me is that creativity and intuition are working together at this moment. And I feel that it's an ideal energy for you to manifest a project right now, to develop talents, and also to start a romantic relationship. But always listening to the voice of your soul, to what your inner self is telling you. Because it could also be, sorry, like maybe you didn't dare to take that step with that person or to express a feeling. That could also be the case. Let's analyze this last row, because here there's a lot going on with timing, right? With the past, with the future, emotional development. You started with an energy of new horizons. I see you there with a lot of expectations, very open to the world, with that vision for the future, right? Of growth. So I feel like you're at a moment where you're looking into the distance. You're looking farther than usual. But you also have, there's an energy here from the past, from memories, nostalgia. It could be people from your past who have come back or with whom you've had contact at this time, reconnections as well. There's a sense of active memory and nostalgia. So it could be that you're in a moment of important emotional reflection. Look, this energy isn't telling you to go back or to get back with an ex-partner. No, it's about going back so you can heal something that's still unresolved, something that's still open, something that hasn't been closed. You are closing this reading and this row with emotional wisdom. This is already a highly developed intuition. How much intuition is there here? It's empathy and deeply understanding something. So it's emotional maturation energy. What's happening right now, Aquarius? You're learning what? To integrate this past without getting stuck there. And I feel like someone has to give a lot here. That's why I say, if an ex-partner comes back, or if that ex-partner shows up, it's not to rekindle the relationship, sino, but to integrate what has happened, to integrate that past, to find closure, to be able to heal, not to get stuck there. I mean, the point isn't to forget, but to understand what the past has taught you, what you've experienced, and to let go and move forward with your vision for the future. Now, there are many things, right, that really catch my attention about your reading. Because there's inspiration, there's manifestation, there's intuition. And I feel that this reading also has great creative power right now. You're very creative. You need to create something, to give birth to something. Okay. There's a lot of feminine energy. That's true. Therefore, take advantage of this feminine energy to be receptive, to connect with your sensitivity, with your confidence, and to listen to your inner self, to listen to your intuition. But where is it? Where is the contradiction in the mind? Because I feel that your soul knows where it has to move, it knows where it has to go. But the one that's doubting is the mind. The one that doubts is the mind. So Aquarius, move forward with this energy to create, to heal, and to manifest. Recover your hope, expand yourself, and open up to new horizons. Let go of these limiting thoughts that no longer represent your current reality at all. Okay? So I feel like life right now is trying to show you everything you can become. But first, look, don't look at that potential with those eyes, with that fear. With fear. Eyes with fear, with fear. With fear. So I feel like there's a light that's guiding you through this whole process so that you can enter this new stage of intuition and creativity and also of confidence with yourself. There is a lot of abundance and a lot of growth available to you. There is healing, there is recovery, and there is maturity, emotional maturity for you. Don't get stuck in that path. I feel like you already have the key to get out of a place where you felt trapped. Wow. Aquarius, let's see what we have in the oracle, what your advice or message will be. See, Aquarius. You have 222. It tells you trust, that the seeds of your thoughts are growing as you nurture them with words, feelings, and actions. The affirmation it leaves you is, I am balanced. Dear Aquarius, this is what we have seen. Have a beautiful day, everyone. And I'll see you here next time.